Hey guys, Carey Hodsden, PGA here for another quick lesson with Common Sense Golf. Hey look, some folks have asked me, mostly Ben Hogan enthusiasts with more of a rotary swing type mentality, a couple of different things that I haven't had a chance to get to, but I'm going to try to address a couple of these things today. And one of those things is Hogan's transition from backswing to through swing, or to backswing to downswing, we'll call it, then through swing. And how Hogan kind of achieved this, and what caused certain things to happen in his golf swing. Now, a lot of these things are open to debate and opinion, okay? I can only talk about how I feel about it, okay, and how it's affected me, or how my swing moves based on what I believe his fundamentals to be, okay. So there's a very specific move in the top of his backswing on the transition where it appears that he goes back into position here, okay, and then as he starts to move forward, his hands move forward a little bit to an almost what some people would call an over-the-top position. Now there are some teachers out there that even teach that. They feel like, oh well, Hogan was swinging over the top. Now, I don't think that he was doing that at all, but that doesn't mean that over-the-top swing doesn't work. I mean, I've done it myself, and you can hit the ball very nicely with it. I don't know, it creates a lot of spin on the ball, okay, a little bit more spin on the ball than I would want to see, and I'm talking about side spin, but it's not a bad way to swing, it's just not something I necessarily agree that Hogan was doing, okay, and it's not really the way I want to swing. But having said that, this little slight move forward in the transition from Hogan's backswing to his downswing is really caused by something else, okay? And at least it is for me, okay, in my golf swing. Now, I don't think, I think that people have tried to analyze these types of things and tried to figure out what's going on and what's happening there and why and so on and so forth, but I don't think it's really that complicated. I just think it's something that you just need to walk your way through and see. All right, so what I'm going to do, and please forgive me, we've got the projectors above because of this type of simulator. The projectors are not behind it, so you're going to see some lights in my face and things like that. Please forgive me for that. Not much I can do about that. All right, so when you set up and you're setting up and you're getting ready to hit the golf ball, we get into positions. Hogan liked to set up slightly forward like this to where his knee was kind of kicked in a little bit, and then his arms were in the center, his arms and his hands were in the center of his body, okay? And then his hands were pointed kind of down inside the golf club, okay? Kind of like this motion. And he was set up very upright, and he was ready to go. All right, so now, he's set up this way. When he goes back, everything goes back together into this position with kind of the club still pointed at his belly button, which I've gone over in some other lessons, and I'll go over again in another lesson pretty soon. So he goes to here, and then he starts his wrist set, okay? So we go here, and he starts the wrist set, and he starts setting the wrist to go around his body, and then he gets as deep as he can, okay? So now, I don't know if it appears to you from this position that I'm in my left leg or my right leg. I'm basically 50-50, slightly more into my right leg, my right heel, so that I can jump off and push forward, okay? And when I push forward, I'm gonna get back here and I'm gonna push forward and try to run my right knee down the target line. That's the transition, okay? Now, when you do that, you're starting with your legs on the downswing before you're starting with your upper body. As a matter of fact, you're starting with your legs before you even get to the back. You've completely finished your backswing, okay? So it kind of looks something like this. You get yourself set up, you go back, and you get this good position, you get your wrist set, but on your way up to your wrist set, you're already moving and shifting your weight right as you're getting to the top of your wrist set from the inside of your right foot and your right heel to your left heel, okay, to your left heel sitting down. Now when you do this, and I get up here and I start to shift the weight, my hand, watch my hand here from this position, then I'm going to show you down the line as well. So when I get up here and I start to move, my hands move forward because my body down here moves forward. So when I move, my hands move forward because this part of my body is moving forward this way. Okay? My legs are causing this movement of my hands. All right, this is what it looks like down the line. All right, so I'm here. I get my good setup here. I'm taking the club back, keeping my structure good right here. I get my wrist set, and as I get up to my wrist set and I start to move forward, did you see that? Did you see my hands move forward? They do it every single time. I can't help it. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, and I'm trying to keep them down and under the plane a little bit, okay, so I can come into the ball under my original shaft plane, which is what I really, really want to do, once again, because the toe of the club bows down, okay, through impact. And if it bows down like this, then I need to come in a little underneath the shaft plane. So I'm definitely trying not to do this, but I don't have a choice. And Hogan didn't have a choice either based on how he swung. Okay, so once again, I'm here, I go back, I get it up here, okay, and as I'm getting up here and I'm moving forward, this movement goes from here to here. It's almost like, it's almost like a 3 or 4 inch movement, 2 to 4 inch movement, depending on what club you're using. Okay, and some people have said that they feel like you're trying to find the downswing plane, or you're trying to find, your hands are coming over the top, which is the way other guys have looked at it. But if you look at it like it's coming over the top, then you have to change the way you release through the golf ball if you're going to try to come over the top of it. So we can talk about that another time and really get into it. But what he was doing is he was trying to come underneath the plane so he could release as hard as he could through the golf ball normally, okay, without hitting a hook. Now this is his later years, from 1953 to the end of his career. All right, so when he's doing this, he's getting here, he gets up to here, he's already moving forward, this goes forward, and then he's trying to get inside it, okay, and stay behind it, and then he's trying to rotate through to strike the golf ball, something hopefully like this. Okay, so this is the type of move he's trying to do. He's trying to come underneath it, but because his legs go through here and they're starting forward as he's moving back with his backswing, once again, here, just that little bit of movement, you see this little bit of movement, it comes forward, and then he's trying to keep it in here, with his right elbow, right, so that he can make this change of direction to the left, like this, to hit the golf ball. All right, so this is going to be a very, very quick, it's not even really a lesson, it's more of an explanation of what he did in his mechanics and why it looks that way, okay? Happens to me too, because I try to emulate a lot of the things that he did in his golf swing because I think they work better, I think they make more sense, and everything's moving forward together, okay? So for me, that's what I think he's doing. Now, you'll see in the more modern golf swing, you're seeing more of this, where we're going back here, we're going up, and you don't see this move. If you see this move on a modern golf swing that's going up, you got a real problem, because then you're going to come straight down over the top and outside in, you're going to hit big old slice shots, pull slice shots. So this modern swing will go up here, and instead of the motion that he does, Hogan did when he was going back and around over here, and this movement starts to go forward, the modern swing goes up here, and then when they let it go all the way up before they start transitioning. Once they get up here, they try to fire forward and lay the club off so that it can get back into the right position. So that's why it looks so different, and that's why people think Hogan's coming over the top, but he's not. He's not coming over the top. It's not even close. Okay? hopefully that'll give you a good explanation on kind of how that looks. I'm going to do another lesson very quickly, very shortly, about how he's coming in underneath the shaft plane with this same type of move. And I'll see you soon, and I'll show that to you very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Carey Hodsden, X-Golf Chesapeake, and hit them long and straight, okay? I'll see you soon. Bye.